Again, my name is Jessica. I'm the childbirth educator and the lactation educator. I'm also a volunteer doula for those that I might not have shared that with. Most of you guys should know what a doula is, most of the moms at least. Today we're going to be talking about how to feel comfortable in labor. So how to get through the labor. I believe everybody in here took a labor class. So today's more on like how to get through that process. But before we start talking, or before I start talking, I want you guys to know each other. So if you can just share your name, you can also share maybe if you know if it's a boy or a girl, if you have a name for your baby, and just what you hope to take from today's class. So we can start here.
Me llamo Evelyn. Tengo 8 months pregnant. I'm gonna have a boy.
Do you have a name?
No.
No, not yet. Okay. And what are you hoping to get out of this class today?
Like, just to be more comfortable and more prepared, more like ready. Just tips too.
Okay. And then how many weeks did you say, Evelyn? Let me see if I have it.
34 tomorrow.
Okay. Perfect. And it's a boy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay.
My name is Stephanie. I'm having a girl.
Leilani, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, her name is Leilani. Yeah.
And then something I hope to learn is also, like she said, just like to be comfortable, tips, and then intake as much information as I can.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. And then partners are also going to share. You don't have to say how many weeks because we know. Big. Yeah. What do you hope to get out of today?
Just get a little bit more knowledge of after birth and all that.
Okay, yeah. Just learn more about birth. Okay. Awesome. Over here.
My name is Judith. I'm 38 weeks. I hope to get out of this, or what to get out of this is how to make it easier for me to.
Yeah. And you're also having a baby girl, right? Do you want to share her name? Yeah. So 2 girls and a boy. Yeah. And I believe 33 or 34 weeks, 32 weeks, and 38 weeks. So you're going to be ahead, but you guys are close. You guys are all close. Yeah. Okay, thank you. And then.
Mi nombre es Rosa Sánchez y soy la mamá de Jure y para recordar más que nada, se me olvidó, ya tiene muchos años.
Yeah. ¿Cuál es su nombre?
Rosa Sánchez.
Rosa, okay.
Mi niña más chiquita ya tiene 19 años, o sea que necesito recordar.
Okay.
Para ayudarla a ella.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. And then, ¿español es mejor o both?
Como quieran, sí entiendo.
Okay. I can go back and forth. I think she started off English, Spanglish. Yeah, she started English and Spanish. So, whatever you guys feel more comfortable with, English, Spanish, or both. Either or. Okay. I'll kind of go with English, but then I'll kind of like go back and forth. Unless you guys are like just do Spanish, I don't mind. Okay, perfect. So, so we're going to talk. There's a lot of things that can be done to help mom get through labor, and moms can do a lot of things. So you guys all know about contractions, right? And the process can be long, and support is super important, but also mom is super important for her to not just be physically ready, but mentally ready. So what causes contractions? You guys remember there's a hormone. What is that hormone, if you guys do remember? Oxytocin, yeah. So oxytocin is the love hormone. So in labor and birth, it's oxytocin that's causing these contractions, like cramps in the uterus, so it's pain that's going on. But it's a little bit odd because it's the love hormone that's causing this. And in labor, there's a purpose to the pain. So we want to try to basically create more oxytocin. So oxytocin es, como mencioné, es la hormona del amor. So lo que causan contracciones son oxitocina, la hormona, y queremos más de esa hormona para poder que mamá esté calmada, que esté más relajada. Todos los métodos que voy a hablar no quitan completamente el dolor, pero es para ayudar a que esté más relajada y calmada y puede bajar un poco la tensión del dolor. There are certain hormones that are not going to help labor, like stress hormones, like being fearful and being scared. So it's normal for everybody to have a little bit of like nervousness because of labor, but it's super important to try to be as calm and as relaxed mentally, because that's going to go into your body. We want the body not to be tight and tense. We want it to be relaxed and soft. And so your mind has a lot to do with that. When I talk about comfort measures are just methods that can help you feel more comfortable. So I tend to talk about the 5 senses. So algo que yo hablo para que estén más como relajadas y calmadas, para que no haya mucha tensión en el cuerpo de la mamá, porque la mente tiene mucho que ver. Hablo de los 5 sentidos. So queremos enfocarnos en qué estamos viendo. So la mamá también quiere tener un enfoque, puede ayudar mucho. So el enfoque puede ser los ojos de, es José, ¿verdad? Your name is José, yes. Los ojos de José para Stephanie. Puede ser una foto de tu bebé. Puede ser el pato que está allí. Entonces, tener un enfoque en medio de esa contracción puede ayudar a sobrellevarla un poco. So es importante enfoque, pero también respirar y moverse. Focal point can also be let's say it could just be the machine going off in the hospital. It doesn't have to be something super special, but if it's your partner or if it's your mom that you're looking at, it can help to kind of get through the process. So when we talk about comfort measures, we want to try to be as distracted as we can. And we're not trying to take the pain completely away. We're trying to like manage and cope through the pain. So some things that we can include in there are, like I said, the eyes of your support person. Puede ser también una foto de tu bebé. Puedes traer una foto. Pueden ser otras fotos, no tiene que ser nomás del bebé. It could be, that you bring, like, I don't know, like some pictures that you guys went somewhere and it was like a nice trip and that brings you joy. Does anybody here have pets or likes animals? Yeah. So if you have pets and you like animals, you can bring that to you as if it brings you joy and happiness. It could be the TV. In the hospital, there's a TV. You can change the channel. You can find the nature channel, or some people just like to watch just shows and just have it there. And maybe that's your focal point. It can be affirmations. So mainly we want to kind of like, where can our focus be? So those are all ideas. Affirmations can be like spoken, or they can just be written out. So that's why we kind of have these up here, like very simple affirmations like, you are awesome, you're the best. You can have your own affirmations and then have them somewhere in the room of the hospital, or you can bring, like, maybe on your phone you have something that you're looking at. So that's another thing that can really help you, having something repetitive, whether you're reading it or looking at it or you're listening to it. I'm kind of jumping to like, what you hear as well. So the hearing is also important. So it could be, like I said, maybe something you're listening to, whether it's an affirmation or maybe your mom is telling you something that's really helpful. Like, for example, you guys know each other better. Like your mom knows you better, your partner knows you better, and then you're David, right? David knows you better. So you guys are gonna know like if affirmations are helpful for you, and maybe there's some little things that you guys say to each other that really helps and helps you feel comfortable. Does anybody want to share like pet names you guys call each other? No? Babe, Pookie or something. Just something that's like sweet. Yeah, so you might say something that and you don't have to constantly be saying things. That's with the support people. Sometimes you might say something, sometimes you don't need to say anything. But words or sound can be helpful. Sometimes moms, it could just be you're listening to the sound of the machines going off. You're just being present. Sometimes it's the AC that's going off and you feel more present and grounded. Sometimes it could be music. So I wanted to put music for you guys, but because I'm recording, I can't, but you can bring your little speaker as well. So you can put like what kind of music do you guys like? Do people like new music in here? Oh, yeah? Anything? Like I was gonna put you guys Juan Gabriel. I don't know if you guys like that. I like Juan Gabriel. So I was gonna put you guys Porque me haces llorar or something like that, right? I also like worship music, like soft melody music. So those are things for me. So that you can have like your playlist on your phone, and there's gonna be times that maybe you want to put the upbeat music, like I don't know why I go to Juan Gabriel, like Así Fue, or like things that just make you like more energy. But there's gonna be times that you just kind of like want to feel a little more mellow and more calm. And for me, it'll be like more like the worship, the melodies, like the soft kind of things. You can go back and forth. You might not need music the whole time, but the support people can be ready to go. That you can bring a speaker, you can have your little playlist on your phone, and be like, you said babe, right? Babe, do you want me to put the music for you? And then she might say yes or no. And then that could be something you do as well. Because the main thing, like I said, is distraction and relaxation. And if music, I feel like music mostly helps people relax and just kind of your mind goes somewhere else. That's something you can kind of like pack up and have with you. Like I said, sometimes it's what people say. And also we want to be careful of not saying something that's not going to be helpful. So if support people are feeling a little bit scared or a little bit nervous, just being very mindful of what comes out of our mouth as support people, because everything that anyone in that room, support people, medical staff, can influence mom. So if we're feeling a little bit scared, a little bit like, I don't know about this, like we just have to like check ourselves and, maybe go to the restroom, throw some water, take a deep breath, because it can be hard to see someone that you love and care about to go through pain. But pain is normal in labor. Pain is, like I said, it's not pain that's like suffering is different than pain. This is a physical process that has to happen for the baby to be born. So that's what we can kind of like, it's super important for support people. You can tell David, like, take care of himself, like drink water, go to the restroom when you need to, eat food, especially in early labor when you're still at home, when you guys can all eat food. Like definitely moms want to eat, but partners also want to take care of themselves. Because imagine you're at home for 10, 12 hours, 15 hours, who knows how long early labor can be, and nobody's really rested, nobody's really had food, and then we're going to the hospital, and doesn't mean that when we get to the hospital, baby's gonna come, right? It just depends how it's going. It could be another 5 to 6 hours before we even move into pushing. So just, basically take care of yourself so you can be a better support person for your people is super important as well. So what we see, what we smell, what we hear, sometimes it can also be, go to like taste. You guys like my drawings? Yeah, that's a tongue. So taste. So sometimes just bringing water to mom after a contraction. So it could be in the hospital. You don't have to bring, like maybe partners if you want to bring her water or not, but they have water there. Request as much as you need to, ice as well. And so when a contraction's over, we bring the water to mom. So we would bring it and we're just like, take a sip. You don't have to sip it, but but that's all we would do. Like as partners, it's very simple, or support people, it's just offer water. You're gonna be the birth coach for the moms. Sometimes they'll take a sip, sometimes they won't take a sip, but moms should already know, everybody in here, that water is important, because water is gonna hydrate the uterus, water is gonna help your muscles stay more relaxed and calm. So hopefully they're taking it, but sometimes they won't. But that's something simple that you guys can do as support people after a contraction, not while she's having a contraction. You don't want to be like trying to give her water, right? So just be mindful of like, okay, it's intense, like here's this. Another thing that we can do for taste is we can even have like honey sticks. We can bring electrolytes. Like we can have water from the hospital, but we can bring the little powders, put them in there, or if you want to bring your own little shaker bottle, like the one that Evelyn has, you can do that and then just shake it. And sometimes tasting something different can also help. The cold can help, but there's some cultures that actually like the warmth as well. So I don't know if anybody here likes that, but some cultures might like, instead of like cold, maybe asking, can I get warm water instead, so I can have tea or something like that. And then that can also help. You're basically bringing a different type of sensation in your mouth. Ice pops can also be an option. You can be eating at home, but you can also be eating at the hospital, unless they're telling you need to stop eating because we're going to give you this medication, or we're preparing you for a C-section. That could be a little different, but you can keep eating, until you don't really want to eat. There comes a point in labor when moms just don't want to eat anymore. They're so in the labor that they're just going to have this baby. But as much as you can, and if you need to, have those as options as well. So that'll be the taste. Other things that can be helpful is the smell. Do you guys smell like it smells a little different in here? Does it smell good, hopefully? Yeah? So it's lavender. So sometimes just having, so I had an aromatherapy in the back. That's something you can bring if you wanted to. If you guys are going to have a doula from here, we have doulas as well. They can bring it as well. But if you're not, and you're not sure if they're going to be there or not, you can pack up one as well. Having a different sensation of smell can also kind of bring your mind somewhere else. Does anybody here like getting massages?
I do.
Do you guys get them done like do you make an appointment, or do your people help you massage yours? Okay. Yay. So that is also really good. So when I like to get massages, when I make an appointment, there's aromatherapy, there's like nice melody in the background, the lights are low and dim. So that's kind of what you want to take into labor. You want to take that atmosphere and bring it, and not always is it going to be like light and dark, but at least the soothing environment, the music or the smell. Sometimes a little bit of light, sometimes not so much light. Labor tends to want to start at nighttime because we're kind of like, we're mammals, and that's kind of how things happen. So if we're at the hospital and it's bright and day, support people can close the blinds. We can make it like a nice, calm environment. We can control the lighting in there too. I believe they have tablets in the hospital room, so you can adjust that. Temperature, you want to feel nice temperature as well. Those are all some ideas of what you can do as well. I want to go into touch, but I'm going to do something with this before I go there. But let me see if I'm getting ahead of myself. So smell, sometimes it could be aromatherapy like that, or sometimes it could just be, if you guys want to bring your own little oils, or you can bring your own little cream that smells like, maybe you have your own hand cream or body lotion that you really like, you can bring that with you. And maybe this is what Jose is using to give you massages. Massage, I'm going to actually practice something with this, but massage can be done in any part of the body that feels comfortable. It could be in the feet, it can be by your back, it could be in your hands. You don't have to be an expert to give like massage. It's just, we're just trying to get mom to relax and feel comfortable. And we can do long strokes. We don't have to tickle mom. That could be annoying if mom's having contractions. We can do long strokes, or we can kind of like, there's not too hard and not too soft type of thing. Sometimes moms might want massage and touch, and sometimes they won't want it. And we just, as support people, we're just gonna follow mom's lead. We're gonna ask her, and if she's like, don't touch me, that I don't like that, then we're just like, okay, well, we don't take it personal. We're just like, she doesn't want it, okay, like maybe something else. Because labor is not just physical, it's very emotional. And the most important people in that room is the mom and the baby. So as support people, We're just there to love them and care for them in whatever way that they need to. And that's enough. And sometimes we don't even touch them. Sometimes we don't even say anything. We're just next to them, and that's enough sometimes. It's gonna kind of go back and forth. Sometimes we can encourage things, and sometimes we don't need to. So we're following the mom's lead. Positions are really helpful as well. We can encourage them, but also if mom doesn't want to, we can't force mom, right? But it will be helpful if mom tries different things. Mom doesn't have to stay in the bed through labor. It's actually better that she's not in the bed, that she's out of the bed and she's moving and she's doing something different. Yeah, but some moms don't want to, and so we go off of their lead. So what I was trying to say with this is sometimes it could be aromatherapy like that, or sometimes it could be like maybe, like I said, a lotion you like, or it could be like a cologne maybe that David wears that you really like, or something that you wear that she likes. Maybe you bring that, or you spray a little bit on yourself. Yeah, we want to like basically make them fall in love and be loved, you know. So something like this can be helpful. You're not gonna rub it on mom. You're just gonna do something like this, you know, while you're in the room, and you're just gonna, like, if we don't have that aromatherapy, we can do something like this. We just air out the room so it smells a little different, so mom feels a little bit more comfortable. And then if mom is here, we can put it right by the bed, or, you know, next to her, so she smells something else. That's something that can also help. What questions do you guys have so far? No, is all this helpful? Hopefully. Okay, we're gonna practice things soon. So touch, I kind of already started talking about touch, but massage is one. Sometimes just holding pressure on mom can be helpful. Yeah, touch. It can also be pressure points that we can help. I'm gonna have Evelyn, do you want to be my partner? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do, why don't you come over here? I'm gonna put you on the spot, sorry. I actually will have you, do you feel comfortable sitting on the ball? Okay, why don't you sit and you just face that way, please. Yeah, so you're gonna sit on the ball, and you're just gonna lean over the couch. So you're just sitting on the ball like normal. And then you're going to, let me put a pillow for you. It's not too low. And you're just gonna lean. Just lean forward. Just relax. With everyone watching, that's okay. Okay, so this is something you can do. And it's okay if I touch you? Okay, I'm gonna move your hair, okay? Okay. So massage can be different ways. The support person wants to, I can take this off because I have my micro. Support person wants to be, you want to also put yourself in a comfortable way, because if you're going to be doing this, you can also get tired. So sometimes it could just be like holding, before I go into massage, it could just be holding her like this. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And if it doesn't, let me know, okay? If it doesn't feel okay. So that's just holding pressure. Can I have you, because I feel like can I have you face this way actually? So I'm gonna have you be over here, because I feel like I'm putting my back against Judith and her mom. Like, you need to see this. Okay. So same thing, yeah. Now you're just gonna be over yeah. Perfect. So relax. So another way to massage can be, we're doing something like long strokes. And is that pressure okay? Okay. Like, not too hard and not too soft. And we're just massaging. Sometimes we can hold a hand and just do this. Sometimes it just, moms need to feel your presence. So what you might not want to do is just do this, and then she's gonna wonder, where's that other hand, right? You know, so it's like both hands, sometimes just holding, and maybe this one's massaging. Sometimes it could just be holding her like this. I'm coming up here, okay? So just holding pressure. So we're just holding her so she feels grounded, you know, maybe after a contraction or during, if she needs it. We're just doing this. Does that feel okay?
Mhm.
Now, see, if she was in the hospital and there was like a gown, this would be uncovered. You can put the lotion, you can be doing all these things, and you can get, you know, she'll feel more comfortable and more relaxed. I'm gonna do one more thing. It's called counter pressure by your hips. Are you okay with that? Yeah, okay. And always check to like support people. Like if they don't want it, like, you know, ask, you can check in. Like, it's okay? Yeah. But some moms will just tell you, like, I don't like that. Stop. So what I'm gonna show you guys, you guys can practice right after, but this is pressure on the hips. So if moms are having intense pressure on their lower back, you don't have to do this the whole time. It's more like active labor to transition. So when we're going past 5 centimeters and it's getting intense, the baby's head can put pressure on the pelvis, and it can just feel more painful because the pelvis is starting to open up. So pressure it can actually help with pain relief. And we're just holding, we're not massaging, we're just holding. So I'm gonna touch by your hips, okay? A little lower. So we're looking for the bones. Actually, before I start, let me show you what I mean. Find my pelvis. So we're looking for this, and we're just holding. So, and you'll probably see them do it, and you can show David. We're just holding, or we're doing the tailbone, and we're doing just hold, or we're gonna do with the fist. So let me do that now. So go ahead and relax. Okay. So we're looking for that, and I'm just holding. Does that feel okay? Mm-hmm. And we're just holding for the whole contraction. When she needs it, when it's intense, and the contraction's over, and we can massage. And we can like let go, and maybe there's a space, and she breathes, and we bring her water. Take a sip. You know, you did great. I love you. You're awesome, babe, whatever you want to say, right? And another one comes. And a lot of moms like this, so they might say, I'm getting one. So you get back and you hold pressure. And you're just holding for a full minute. So whenever the contraction ends. And then it goes away, and you do whatever you need to do. Maybe mom has been like this for a while, sitting like this. So maybe we can encourage mom, hey, do you want to like get up? Do you want to try a different position? What do you want to do, Evelyn? Do you want to stay or get up? Okay. So let's say she wants to do a different position. Let's have you, and thank you for doing all this, by the way. Let's say we have you go, instead of sitting, we put the ball in the bed, and maybe just cover it too. And then maybe we can have you just lean like this and relax. So try that. I'm kind of behind you. So just separate your feet a little bit. And then as long as the belly's not on the ball, that's good. So you can step a little bit back. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do something else, okay? I'm gonna come behind you. So maybe she wants to do this. Maybe we're still doing the same. So we might be like, I'm gonna touch you again, is that fine? Okay. So I'm gonna put pressure, and I'm gonna hold during the contraction. I'm just holding. And it's because moms, I mean, I did this with a mom. She was in labor with me at least for 21 hours. She was there longer. Sorry, 21 hours, not 24. I don't know if what I said. And I kept doing this, and I got tired. And there was another doula there, and the dad was there. But me and the doula were going back and forth, and it gets tiring. I mean, hopefully you're gonna be strong, you know. But having another person can be helpful. There came a point where we had to like, Dad, you get in there, you know, you do it now. But it was back and forth, and she was asking for it. She was like, I'm getting one. And so we were just holding pressure, and it helps during the intensity. The other one I'm going to show, I'm going to do the tailbone, okay? Are you okay, or did you want me to switch you? Okay, let me know. I'm okay if you don't want to. So now the tailbone, we're looking for that, wherever the pelvis is. We're going to find the tailbone. So it's going to be a little lower, okay? I'm looking for your tailbone. So once we find it, So here, we're just pressing, and if you want pressure, Evelyn, press into my hand, like with your back. How does that feel? And I'm not even putting a lot of pressure, but she likes it. Imagine with a contraction that's super intense, that is uncomfortable. This is gonna feel good. It's counter pressure that I'm putting, but she's putting it by putting pressure on me. And the contraction's over, and I'm gonna let go. And then maybe we just kind of like soften, we massage, you know, whatever she needs. And another one comes when we do that. The mom that I remember, she didn't really like this. She liked this. So we see what helps, right? Thank you. That's good for now. I'll probably use you again, but thank you. What questions do you have before I have you guys start and practice with each other? No questions? Okay. They do. You can ask for one. So you can use yours at home if you have one, but at the hospital, just ask for theirs. You don't have to bring a big ball into the hospital. That's a lot. Any other questions?
They have the peanut shape
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have a peanut one. The peanut one can be helpful if you're in the bed more. Maybe if you have an epidural, and I mean epidurals, you don't move too much, so that's why it can help like between your legs, under a leg, to just kind of make space so the baby keeps going down. So that's how it can be helpful. Okay, I'm gonna have you guys practice, and then I'm gonna go over something else. So you guys decide if you want to be. So you could either stay in the ball, and I can put a chair in front of you that doesn't move, maybe one of those chairs, or you can also just stand here and do this, or you can go by the counter. But we're gonna practice counter pressure and massage. If you want to get massaged again, let me know. Or you can take a break too, because you already did a lot. What do you guys want to do? I'll let you guys.
I think I'll stay on the ball.
Okay. So if you're staying on the ball, and what are you guys gonna do? You're gonna stand or sit?
Probably stand.
Stand? Okay. So if you want to stand, do you want to do this one? Maybe? And that way she can use one of the chairs. I'm gonna switch you.
Or I can use on the counter.
Yeah, you sure? I mean, it's okay. I think it's kind of tall there. Let's do this. We can just switch the chairs, no worries. So let me put this chair over here. So if you want me to help, let me know. I'm around. If you have questions. Yeah, se llama el coxis, esta parte. Pero es básicamente todo I don't know the actual term, la parte baja, pues, de la columna. Sí, so lo que está haciendo es más como presión, que es bueno. Masaje, muy bien. Your mom got it. She's a pro. She's done this before. She probably massages you, know? Oh, okay. How does it feel, Stephanie? Yeah, okay. And remember, it's just holding if you're doing the counter pressure. Those are the hip squeezes, and the other one is the counter pressure on the tailbone. ¿Como masaje o...? Ah, sí, so puede así como sostener una mano y luego con la otra puede hacer círculos o puede hacer largo como el que estaba haciendo, como largo y mariposa. Ya, y a veces es nada más como acá, no, creo que ya lo hizo, pero hombros, nada más que se sienta, ¿cómo se dice? Estable. Le puede hacer piojitos. Ajá, ese es el hip squeeze. So, a veces se quiere sentar para que tenga más, porque a veces la persona de apoyo se tiene que estar cómoda. Ajá, porque es como de seguir haciéndolo varias veces.
Eso no es apretar, ¿verdad?
Sí, el de apretar las caderas es solamente sostener la presión, so es apretar.
Así.
Ajá.
Cada que venga la contracción.
Cuando es más intensa la contracción, cuando ya estamos hablando de 5 centímetros en adelante. Como en el comienzo no es necesario estar apretando su cadera tanto, es más como masaje, más otras cosas de distracción. Pero ya en la intensidad sí puede ser muy útil.
Aquí también lo haces presionar.
Presionar y luego, Judith, if you want more pressure, push into her arm. So usted sostiene y ella va a presionar hacia usted. Y esa es la presión contra presión, counter pressure. En la contracción que es intensa.
Te vas a cansar.
En ese momento se le olvida a uno todo.
No, recuerda, sí va a recordar. Usted ha pasado por esto, ¿no?
Por eso
Tiene
en
babies.
ese momento se le olvida todo.
Algo se va a quedar aquí. How are you guys doing with the massage?
Good.
Yeah, how do you do the massage? So with the counter pressure, it's okay if I show you?
Yeah.
It's okay if I touch you? So it's more like the palms. So you're just like going like hold. Because I think I don't know if you were, I saw this.
Like doing like
So we do the palm and we just squeeze. And we just hold. But I did see you do this one good. This can also be done like this, like the tailbone. So I'm gonna look for your tailbone. Sometimes it's pretty low. And sometimes it's just like this, press into my, does it feel okay? Like that or like this. And then it's done, we kind of like massage, we do whatever, like, she wants. Okay, you're nice and warm. He's good, doing good massage then. Bien. A veces puede ser como dar aire, como estamos nomás, porque la mamá se calienta mucho en el parto. So a veces nomás estamos así, dándole aire. O pueden tener como el eléctrico, pero depende, a veces el eléctrico hace ruido y a veces mamás pueden ser muy sensibles con ruidos, pero es algo que puede también ser útil. Yeah. Tengo otra técnica que les quiero enseñar, como ya estamos en esto, que se llama sacudir las manzanas. Yeah. Can I borrow you again? Sorry. I'm like, she's like, don't look at me. Okay. So thank you, you guys. Let me see how we can have you. Are you okay with being on hands and knees, like like I could put a mat for you? Okay. You're okay with that? Let's see. I think that one's too high. Let me get you a different mat. And then feel free to sit on the ball if you feel more comfortable. Okay. So So I'll give you the option, Evelyn, if you want to just be like with your arms down or with the pillow. But you're going to be on your knees.
With the pillow.
With the pillow. Okay. Then in that case, let me take this off because it might slide. I don't want you to like slide off. Okay. So, yeah, hands and knees. And she's done exercises with me, so she's good. She's taking classes on that. So yeah, so you're gonna, to feel more comfortable, just put your forearms on the pillow. And then you feel comfortable? Okay. We'll do it like this first, and then I'm gonna do it maybe with the ball, might be more comfortable for you. Okay. Esta es otra técnica que puede ayudar. La mamá puede estar así en el, I can go in English. Mom can be like this in the floor or in the bed. She could be like this at home before it's time to go to the hospital, or it might be time to be at the hospital, and she could do this too. So I'm gonna put this in your lower back, like kind of like by your behind. Is that okay? It's gonna be like a rebozo type of thing. And I'm gonna get close, okay? So let me move my badge so it's not touching you. Or you know what? I'm just gonna have to tuck it in. Okay. Okay. So, podemos usar un rebozo o una bufanda o una sábana. Y se va a poner en la parte, más como en la parte baja y como cubriendo las manzanas, ¿verdad? Se llama sacudir las manzanas. So, entonces, este es un método para ayuda a que tenemos una capa en el cuerpo que se llama fascia y ayuda a que se relaje. So, por ejemplo, si mamá está cansada, exhausta, si no está progresando tal vez en centímetros, este es un método que siempre pueden usar desde ahora, pero también en el hospital. So, puede estar, esta es una muy buena posición porque estando de rodillas ayuda con dolor de espalda. If mom was having like a lot of intense back pain, which is called back labor, this is a great position. But we can add something comfortable like this. So I'm just basically doing this. Let me know if you're comfortable or if you need to kind of come up, okay? Do you feel okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're just doing this. It's a gentle, like, jiggle. And it's meant to relax the ligaments of the pelvis and the butt and the lower back. So I'm going to adjust myself. Can you open your leg just a little bit? Okay. So you really have to get in there sometimes. Yep. And you're just doing this. So when we think of early labor too, like if we get to the hospital really early, like let's say you're under 4 centimeters for some reason, this is something great to do because we just want to keep her relaxed and comfortable and not do too many things either. Like early labor, she doesn't need to be squatting, maybe walk a little bit, but not squat, not lunge. Like, you know, once it gets intense, when she probably doesn't want to do it, that's when she should do it. So in the beginning, just kind of help her be comfortable. Does that feel good? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. And doing this for like 10 to 20 minutes is really good. And this is really covering like the whole low back, the bum, and the hips. And that's really what we want to focus more on. When we stop, we don't want to just take it off. We want to be like very gentle when we slow down. And we kind of like do that. Thank you, Evelyn. Do you need help? Okay. You guys want to give it a try? So this is one way. If you don't want to, it's okay. You don't have to be on your knees. You can also be like this. I just wanted to show you a different position. You can be like this, and same thing. You put it in the same location. You do this type of shaking apples. Or a different way you can do it is without this. You can just use your hand. I'm gonna have maybe, does anybody else want to be a volunteer for me so I can give Evelyn a break? Okay, let me put a different mat for you. We're having fun. Okay, I'm gonna have you lay down. Is that on the side? Is that okay? Okay, no problem. It's me and your mom will help you. So, yeah, just keep your head over here.
Like facing this way or facing this way?
You can, if you don't want to see them face this way, if you're okay with seeing them face that way, you can just lay right in the middle. So, and I'll have a pillow for you, for your head if you need it, or between your legs. Do you feel good with this? Okay. So, do you need maybe a pillow between your knees, or do you feel okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. So another way that we can do something like what we just did, mom can just be like this. Sorry. ¿Quiere venir? Sorry. Si quiere al lado de Evelyn. Siempre la estoy tapando, ¿verdad? Oh my God. going to get a... Actually, I'm gonna go that side so they can see me. But you can stay the way you are. Okay. I'm gonna actually do something before I start. So I'm coming, okay? Hold on. I'm gonna see how dark this is. If not, okay, cool. So this is creating the atmosphere, right? We can dim the lights. We can have little lights around. We're gonna keep the aroma. Maybe there's light music, maybe not. So you just relax, okay? You don't have to even look at me if you don't want to. I'm gonna have just turn a little like that. This is the jiggle, which is similar to what I was doing over there, well, with Evelyn. But I'm just gonna use my hand and I'm gonna focus on one part of her hip. And if we do it this way, we wanna do both hips. So, it's okay if I touch you? So, we're just doing a very light touch. And I'm not really doing too much. I'm just very gentle, tiny little ripples. Can you guys see, or is it kind of hard to see?
No, I can see.
Okay. And if we do this, we just want to keep doing it for a good, I would say 10 minutes if possible on each side. You can do this already at home, but in labor, it's really relaxing and it's simple to do. So I'm gonna stop talking, okay? So she can relax. What was that? Yeah, that's the purpose. That's okay if you do. I'm gonna go for 2 minutes, you guys, and I'm not gonna really talk, okay? When we stop, we're gonna do a hand over it, and we do it gently so that we don't just remove our hand. And that was only 3 minutes. How was that?
Okay.
Yeah. So you didn't fall asleep, but that's okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna have you guys practice. Since I did one side, como le hice ya a un lado, sería bueno que la del otro lado se pueda practicar del otro lado. Y puede estar de rodillas o no.
Sí.
Le puedo poner Este del otro lado. So you would turn. Do you need help? Like just turn that way? We can help you if you need to.
It's okay.
And I'm gonna turn the lights just because it's kind of dark. But I'm gonna have you guys. So if you want to do it there, you can do the same concept with either the shaking. You can do it that way, and then I'll show you, Evelyn, so you can kind of feel what it feels like. But I think we did it to you as well. But I'll do the, if you are okay with it, I'll do like the gentle. But yeah, do you guys want to try it over there? So yeah, let's try at least for 3 minutes. Let me know if you, it might be helpful if she lifts her sweater so that it's more like by her lower and the bum. Yeah. Does it feel good, Judith? Okay, awesome. So can I show you one thing?
Yeah.
You're doing good. But I would say we could, the same, but we're kind of like grabbing that, like kind of like this, right? This is like her lower back. Are you wearing like a onesie? Like it looks comfy. So if we could just do this. If you could do separate too, like not too tight if you don't want to, but that's the concept. So that way it's covering more area. You want to take, just grab it here. Perfect. Yeah. How do you feel?
Good.
Do you want me to do something or you're good?
Jumping like
He's moving?
Yeah.
We made a move from other positions. And there's no name yet. No name yet.
no.
Yeah.
We're looking better. No, it's like a unique name.
Yeah. Maybe until he comes out. You don't know.
I have a question. At the hospital, did they say something about the nails?
I don't think
Because
so.
I think my boss was telling me like, oh, are you gonna take off your nails? And I was like, why? She's like, sometimes when they're like the little stuff.
Oh, maybe for that, yes.
I mean, they're coming off, but I'm just making sure.
Potentially. Yeah, I mean, that's just for like they're testing your oxygen or something. But other than that, the IV is over here. And if you get an epidural, it's in your back, so shouldn't really be. But do you have, it looks like you don't have one, right?
No.
That you're ready then.
Yeah, they're starting to fall off. So
Oh.
like, so I don't know if I do put them again, just like nail
Short.
polish.
Yeah.
What is the laughing gas? Because I've heard about places like this.
So it's so it is nitrous oxide is so it has a little bit of like the fentanyl, like which is morphine type. It's very light, but it's more oxygen, and it's meant to just kind of like relax you, kind of feel like you kind of like just relax your body, but it doesn't numb your body like the epidural. And the side effects can be less. Side effects can be more like nausea a little bit, hoarse throat, but they kind of go away pretty soon. So it's one of the less, I guess, like medical side effects, like lighter medication. Yeah. How do you guys feel? Yeah, good. Awesome. Okay. Let's see, I think we covered mostly everything. Just move this out of the way. The last thing I want to go over with you guys is the breathing. So because I feel like we covered a lot of the senses and we covered positions and there's a lot of things that can be done. This is just like more positions you can do. But I think breathing is very important. Let's see, I only have another, trying to see what's useful to do with you guys. Would it be more helpful for you guys if we did some practice breathing, or to actually see how this can look like the video, and like comfort? Like, what is more helpful for you guys? What about you guys?
Mm-hmm. Pretty, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna be with you again. But before I go over there, I'm gonna ask. So breathing, so you can be practicing this already. So when a contraction is starting, we want to like the way you can practice now is that if a contraction, like if you have Braxton Hicks already, which are false labor contractions, you can just take a deep breath, like, and that's basically a deep cleansing breath. And so basically what you can do to practice is like anywhere you're at with your mom or Jose or David, he or your mom can be like, you're getting a contraction just as a practice, right? And be like, what would you do? So you take a big deep breath in initially. And then a contraction tends to be a minute long. So as the contraction starts to get more intense, usually we don't keep doing deep breaths. We just do the first deep breath. And then after, a way that you can be helpful for you to remember is we continue to breathe a little more quicker, that we're breathing with our chest. So initially, I would just kind of show you. Initially, we're breathing more like our tongue, like you might not see it because your baby's sitting right there, but like it's more like diaphragm breathing, like the kind of like the belly, if the baby wasn't there, belly kind of comes out a little bit. So deep breath is, and then the contractions picking up, and we do like more chest breathing, so a little quicker. If we're getting intense, like if we're talking about transition, which is super intense, there's something called pant blow, which is like blowing out candles. So it's the intensity. So we're like, and then partners or support people can help by guiding with like, think of like blowing out candles. Like you can just have them do the first two. Like I'll show you guys when I do it with Evelyn. And then as it's going down, we don't do that pan blow. We're doing like the ones with chest breathing again, like the little bit quicker ones. As it's dying and going down, we take a big deep cleansing breath. And we shake it off and we do something to kind of like that contraction's over. And so that's a technique that you can do that might help us, because breathing is super important, because breathing is going to bring oxygen to the baby. Breathing is going to help your muscles be more relaxed. And sometimes in labor and in contractions, you can be, it's getting intense, and maybe it was a super intense contraction and you're tensing and you forget you need to breathe. And so this is something that you can do with your support people, or just remember like, oh, maybe you're doing a position and you're like, and then you're doing the chest breathing. The contraction's picking up, it's getting more intense. It's kind of going down. It's more chest breathing. And it's kind of dying down. And then we just shake it off. And you could do that at this is a position that you could be sitting like you were with your mom and she could be massaging you. This is a technique that, because like I said, moms forget to breathe. And sometimes it might not be this whole thing. Maybe you're just, as a support people, you're just like, let's breathe. You don't have to tell her breathe, breathe, breathe. Just like sometimes like help her follow you by doing it with her just a little bit. But you don't want to keep doing it like them, because you don't want to like pass out either. The breathe. But it's gonna be good. Oxygen for you is good too for the support people. Okay, Evelyn, do you want to sit in the chair or in a ball? We're just gonna face each other. If there's a ball, think back here. We have one over here. Okay, so we're gonna do it together, you guys. So face each other. Oh, I was gonna sit on it. I don't know. No, you sit on. I'm not pregnant. There's this other ball too if you want it, Stephanie. Yeah. Take it. We have 3. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so face me. All right, so let's practice. So let's say that the contraction's starting. So like we're all gonna do it, like partners and support people and moms. So it's just deep breath. And now we're doing more chest breathing. You can put your hand by your chest if it's easier. Now let's practice the pant blow breathe, which is now let's go back to the chest breathing. That's a little quicker. And let's say it's going down and now it's ending, so we do a cleansing breath. And that's over. How did that feel? That's just to practice what I just explained. Okay, oh no.
No, not like
Okay.
really, does that mean that like I have no oxygen, or like what does that mean?
How are you? I didn't look at you, so I would say you don't have to do very deep breathing because it's kind of hard when you're pregnant. So I can do it because I'm not pregnant and like support people. So deep breathing can just be like, just inhale through your nose and exhale. And it might not be very deep, like because it could be hard because your baby's up here, and then also the lungs when you're pregnant, you feel more short of breath. So it's okay, don't do very deep, just do what you can do, like inhale through the nose, exhale, even if it's not deep for you. And then after you do that first one, so initially it's more like diaphragm, and then after the first deep one, then you're doing more your chest. So the chest, you can put your hand by your chest, and you're just doing a tiny bit quicker than the other one. So you're going Does that feel a little bit better? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's it's chest breathing, but it's more like not very deep, I guess. And that might be what you need. Maybe you just do better with chest breathing. Maybe you don't do the deep one. That's okay. If it feels better for you, don't do the other one. And then that's more like if the contraction's picking up. So now it's super intense. The pant blow breathing, like support people can be. So if I was doing, I'll show you with Evelyn. So I was doing it with Evelyn. I would use my fingers to guide you, Evelyn, and I'm only gonna do it twice, and I'm gonna keep doing the fingers, and then you continue. So let's start. So the plant blow. And now I let her do it.
It's a fast.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. That's why we're practicing. Let's do it slower. Okay. And now it's going down, like let's do more chest. And now let's say it's going away. If we can't do too deep, we can just shake it off. We can go like it's over, like that one's done. Does that help a little bit more? Yeah, and I'm glad that you told me. Yeah. So like let each other know, like if you're like, hey, you're not going at my pace, you're like. The other way you could do like this, like that's something you could do with like the birth coach, like you can tell David that, Or we could do that, or we can also just kind of like, it's okay if I touch you? So we could do that initially, and maybe I'm just gonna show here. So let's say we're doing the same thing, but we're doing the pant blow, which is a candle breathing. So instead of doing this, another way we can kind of guide them is with the rhythm. So do the same thing, but I'm just gonna basically do this to show you the rhythm. So yeah, and or we could do this, or we can, whatever kind of helps. It's basically to have a rhythm when it's the pant blow breathing. Rhythm is really helpful, like with breathing, when like what I was showing you, like leaning over and moving, rocking, all of that is helpful. Do you guys want to try one more time? I want to. Do you mind moving this way? Because I want to kind of see what Evelyn's doing. Not Evelyn, what Judith is doing, to see how she's doing it. So let's take a break for this one, but we can do the next one. Okay, go ahead and you guys do it. I'm not gonna do anything. You do it to practice by yourself. So let's all start with the kind of deep breath, or if it's not deep, cleansing breath at least. Just a cleansing one. Whatever you can do, and if it's not, and then we go into the chest breathing. And after a couple of chest breathing, then you do the pant blow with the fingers, or just the rhythm. What happened?
If you're just doing it for a long time, I feel like I need to take a breath.
Was it too quick or too
like
slow?
too many times of like the panting or the.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sí, so el ese de se llama soplar velas. Ese es nomás cuando está intenso, como el pico de la contracción. So tal vez no va a ser todo el tiempo, nomás ese pico puede ayudar. Pero a veces si a ella no le ayuda, tal vez a ella suena que tal vez le ayuda más como el respirar con el pecho, como la idea es de traer oxígeno por la nariz y sacarlo por la boca. Y no tiene que ser muy profundo si para ella no le funciona. Y eso es nomás en el pico, y si le ayuda, y si no le ayuda, no lo tiene que hacer mucho. Okay. Let's try one more time. Okay. So let's, and okay, now that we're going to try, this will probably be the last one, but now let's have you guys, so remember focal point is good too. So we're going to look at each other. Sorry, you're going to have to look at me. So vamos a mirarnos porque es una forma de enfocar y seguir el ritmo y respirar. Y si la mamá quiere, like you're doing really good, like you're holding on to him and you can rock if you want, like that's awesome too. Whatever feels comfortable. Okay, so vamos a empezar con el respirar profundo. And then we'll do the chest. And then we'll do the pant blow. And then it's kind of going down, so we do the chest. And it's going down, we kind of do another cleansing. And then you can, if you want to shake it, or if you want to do the what I did, the horse lip, is if it helps. Or you can be like, oh, okay, I'm done, like I need to move, like whatever feels good, and when you're in the labor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. ¿Sienten que ya lo tienen? ¿Ya? Okay. Si algo no les funciona, no lo usen. Es lo que les funcione. So I'm glad that you said, like, oh, I feel like I'm out of breath. Like, if the deep cleansing one is not so good, it sounds like chest breathing is good for you. Then do that. The pant blow can be helpful too if, like, you're pushing, like when you're pushing the baby, and they might tell you to stop pushing because it's when baby is crowning. So cuando está coronando el bebé, a veces le pueden decir no pujes, porque a veces si pujas muy rápido, a veces puede ser más riesgo de desgarre, like tearing. So ese pan flow breathing can be helpful, porque a veces mamás no pueden dejar de pujar, ya están en ese momento. So you can also, maybe if you do use it, maybe you only use it there, like, okay, like baby's crowning, I'm gonna do, because you can't stop from pushing. It's kind of like a boulder that's coming that needs to come. So it's kind of like crazy that they ask you, but you can be like, okay, to kind of like hold it from like just not going so quickly and coming out. So it's not something you can potentially use in the pushing part if it's better there, or in the contraction part. It's gonna be whatever works for you. Okay. That's the class for like comfort measures. Hopefully it was helpful, and I feel like we can keep going forever, but you guys probably need to go home. But yeah, thank you so much for being my model, Evelyn. ¿Qué pensaron de todo lo que aprendieron? Like, what do you guys think?
I feel like it was helpful.
Okay. Yeah. Is there something that you guys are gonna remember a little bit more?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, breathing. What about for you guys?
Probably the massages.
Massage. Good. Yeah. And what about for you, Evelyn?
I like the apples.
That tell David, shake my apples. Yeah. And I like that you guys, like you told me, like you're going too fast. Like also like practice now, like, and that way you have more of an idea, like when it comes, and you don't feel like I don't remember what I was supposed to do. So you have time to practice at home. Positions, breathing, like the apple, the jiggle, like all those things. Okay. Thank you guys.